Dollywood during the Christmas season is a magical Smoky Mountain experience, offering an amazing amount of high-quality shows, entertainment, authentic southern fried chicken and barbecue, and of course family-friendly rides. Here are my top 5 tips for visiting Dollywood during the Christmas season. It's coming up right now. Normally I work with the Orlando theme parks, but I wanted to do a video that was outside of my comfort zone for a change. Orlando gets so crowded during Christmas week that we like to leave and let the crowds take over the city for a while. So this year we visited Dollywood in Tennessee. Using what we know about the Orlando theme parks, we decided to arrive an hour early, especially because it was Christmas week. I expected the crowd levels to be higher than usual, but they were nothing compared to Disney or Universal. And while there were a ton of people waiting to get into the park, the crowds evened out and it didn't feel too bad at all. Dollywood opened at 11 a.m., so plan to be in the parking lot by 10 a.m. Traffic getting into the park can back up, causing long delays just to pay for parking and to park the car. On the morning we were there, the park opened about 15 minutes early. You can also enjoy about 1 to 2 hours of lighter crowds during this time. If you are a family who likes rides, you should do the big rides as soon as the park opens. I recommend starting with Big Bear Mountain Coaster. This is by far the most popular ride in the park. It's nearly 1 mile of track and has 3 launches, yet very family friendly. No big drops or loops, just really fast and nearly 2 minutes of ride time. It's a must-do for sure. You'll also want to ride the train. It operates on a set schedule, so check the app for times. Dollywood has a skip the line perk called TimeSaver. This is similar to Express Pass at Universal Orlando, where you can bypass the regular queue using a dedicated line. No reservations or mobile app needed. And yes, I'm looking at you, Disney World. I do feel it's worth it to get TimeSaver because everyone wants to ride the coasters. It's money well spent. The basic TimeSaver Pass starts around $60 per person, and the unlimited TimeSaver Pass, which allows you to use it multiple times on the same rides, starts around $80 per person. Now if you stay at Dollywood's Dreamwear Resort or Dollywood's Heart Song Lodge, you'll get complimentary TimeSaver passes. Most of the rides are operating during the Christmas season except for the water rides, of course, because it's a little too chilly for those. And speaking of weather, the temperatures can vary here in the Smoky Mountains. On the day we visited, it was about 50 degrees during the day and mid-40s at night, but temperatures can get as high as 60 on some days and as low as 40 on others. I recommend bringing a warm jacket, hat, and gloves, but I'm from Orlando, so anything under 70 feels cold to me. You also want to keep an eye on show times. Dollywood has a number of Christmas-themed shows that run on set times. Download the Dollywood mobile app to see show times and special events. One of the most popular shows is Christmas in the Smokies. It's Dollywood's favorite Christmas tradition. A cast of 14 singers and dancers perform holiday favorites while accompanied by live musicians in an over-the-top Broadway musical, or maybe I should say Nashville-style musical production. For this show, you'll want to arrive at least 30 minutes prior to the showtime to get a good seat. Most performances do reach capacity, and there are several shows offered daily. 2 other must-see Christmas shows in Dollywood are the Candlelight Carolers, who sing inside and outside the Robert Thomas Chapel. Yes, Dollywood has an actual working chapel inside the park. You'll also want to see Oh Holy Night, a living nativity musical that tells the true meaning of Christmas. I'll link to the Christmas shows in the description below. And finally, be on the lookout for atmospheric characters and musicians roaming the parks. Dollywood is known for having excellent food, mainly fried chicken and barbecue, and compared to the Orlando theme parks, prices are much lower than I would expect. That's true about most of Dollywood. We wanted to make the most of the day, so we opted for quick service dining. Miss Lillian's Smokehouse is a fan favorite that serves up barbecue and fried chicken platters. It's also known for the stuffed baked potatoes too. Across from Miss Lillian's, you'll find the Grist Mill, home to the world-famous Dollywood cinnamon bread. The line to get in builds throughout the day, so the longer you wait, the longer the line gets. We waited about 40 minutes at about noon. The cinnamon bread is well worth the wait. I can't imagine visiting Dollywood and not stopping for this bread. 2 people can easily devour 1 loaf, so you might need to get a few or maybe take some home. Thanks for joining me as I share some of my favorite tips about Dollywood at Christmas. There are so many things to see and do in Dollywood during this time of year, but be sure to check out the description below for even more information. And to see more about what I do, visit my website, orlandoparksky.com. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram.